basics of recycling. So some of you will have my numbers and some of our numbers so that I'll be able to mentor you, not for anything, okay? So that you'll be able to get it. Now, let us now look at the export side of recycling. Export means selling recyclable materials beyond your country, supplying processed waste as raw materials to foreign industries. You know, in Nigeria, we throw away a lot of a lot of things that we consider as bad, but the people in Canada, in US, in China, and all the environs, they need it seriously. So what you call waste is a raw material somewhere. Are you getting me? But, you know, just like what the MC said the other time, was that a particular woman sold this, I think 12 of this, maybe the bigger one, for how much? For 1,000 naira. I will tell you, don't venture into that. It will be very risky. Why do I say that? If somebody that has TB, tuberculosis, takes it and you put granite oil or red oil inside of it and you give it to somebody, they take it, in that house they will all be infectious. So don't do something that will make them to come and carry you. So if you want to do recyclables, make sure you are not looking at the high tension money, but you can scale yourself. Anything you take to the company, whatsoever they do with it is not your own business. You get your own money, you scale high. So Nigeria has large population. We are over 200 million. So look at the waste. We have the perishable waste and the non-perishable waste. These ones are not perishable. And let me tell you the reason why you must begin to pick it. The reason why you must begin to pick it, because this one, if it falls into the river, maybe the lagoon where you have the fishes, it can be there for the next 50 years. And it will be secreting chemicals in the lagoon or the river and will get into somebody's body and it can form cancer. So I'm not going to talk about the health side now, but let me conclude by telling you this, please. And I'll round up with this. So, strong closing. Let me leave you with this. If you can change your mindset about waste, you can change your financial future. Step where you are, use what you have, think beyond your environment, because waste that is now local can become a global wealth. God bless you. I'll talk to you some other time.
That was a good one. A round of applause for that great speech. Okay. I don't know how many of you know Doctor about something. We youths, we can make money while we're still schooling. Imagine sometimes you want to buy meat, you will buy turkey because you think you have the money surplus with you. But do you know, have you think about you keeping 10,000 naira with your 15 pairs of friends for 5 years every month? Do you know how much you're making? Makes sense, right? Think about it. There's a lot. There's a lot in information space. Like, if you don't know about information, he said something. He said he did something for some students at Eyebrow School at Canada, and he told them, when he converted the money, it was 98,000 to like 100K. They're a group of 5. And he told them, save 100,000, the 5 of you, every month for the next 15 years. And he used to come and buy shares. Do you know how much is it? 100,000 times 5 is 500,000. For 15 years is how much? So, I'll be letting you understand that information is very strategic to human knowledge. You understand? It's a lot. So the next one we'll be calling, the next speaker we'll be calling today is nobody else. They'll be rolling convener to give us a speech. Welcome speech with a person of who the Lord has given this great momentum to take on the speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry, we could have done this first, but it's rather to be late than never. Greatest Nigerian students. No, I didn't hear that. Greatest bro. Greatest bus. About this time 25 years ago, or thereabout, maybe 30, I was seated just the way you are seated right now, and think from gentlemen and ladies like this that fired something in me and placed me on the trajectory that got me where I am today. It might seem to you that it doesn't make sense today, but I can tell you, they often say that there is no shortcut to success. Some of our speakers may say today, but I beg to differ. There is a shortcut to success, and that shortcut is mentorship. If you look at a man that has succeeded and walk in his footsteps, you welcome you to this auspicious occasion. To you, our dear speakers, our partners, our panelists, and you, our young entrepreneurs, good morning and welcome. I feel honored and also humbled to welcome you today. This is Yes Africa Foundation. Yes Africa stands for Youth and beneath the ground. Of course, these minerals have been with us for close to a century, but they have not put Africa 1 inch out of poverty. On the contrary, it has fueled corruption, fueled terrorism, all manner of violence. As a matter of fact, we can even say that it has contributed to impoverishing Africa the more. So I make bold to say that the real wealth of Africa is in her teeming, energetic, young, dynamic population when they are empowered. And so we set out on this journey, a journey to empower Nigeria youth. Yes, Africa, here we are committed to very clear objectives. And this is what we do. We strive to identify and empower Africans that are talented, that have skills. Have oil. They are not the ones that have gold and diamond. They do not have natural resources. What a paradox, one might say. How were they able to achieve this? They developed their human capital resources. And that's what we are doing here today. Get them young, put them on the right path, encourage them, and see them grow to success. If it worked anywhere, it will work here. Has it worked here? We want to link them to everything they need to succeed. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the future of Africa lies with our young people. The earlier we realize this and give them all the support that they need, the earlier Africa begins to develop. Together, let us build an Africa that is driven by empowered youth, destined by entrepreneurship and position. But the truth is this: the future belongs to those that prepare for it today. The future of Africa belongs to you. That future is vibrant. That future is colorful.
The convener, a round of applause if you're proud of that. A round of applause. So, from the school board, we have a very important personnel in the house today. This one I will make welcome of this person. A round of applause from you. From everywhere, you hear it. And this place is the good man. Is from the head of the schools. Let's make welcome of nobody else, the chief lecturer and former head of Department of Business Admin, a person of Dr. Mrs. Oluyemi Adekunle. Round of applause for her. Thank you, ma, for joining us today. We still have an elite in the house. We still have elites in the house. I'll make welcome of that. But before we go that, I'll be calling on our speaker is nobody else than is my daddy shadow, Mr. Lucky. I don't say.
Thank you so much. Thanks so very much. Okay. Let me leverage. Okay, I firstly must profoundly recognize the initiatives of all the persons behind this program, and I want to say that in a big nation like Nigeria, efforts like this, I tell you the truth, this is sometimes where they must also say I do not have the remote to this presentation, so I'm going to be speaking from my screen. I expect the technical people to flow with me. I want to think the slide is on display. Okay, so as I transit from slide to slide, you do the same, because I cannot control what you're looking at while I'm doing mine here. Okay, so we get started. What I'm here to talk about today as quickly as possible is about entrepreneurial innovation as a driver